Criss Angel is one person who has the ability to scare the hell out of people. That's why he is considered one of the best, if not the best magician in the world. In spite of all the astounding magic he has done to date, people still find it tough to figure out his secrets. But not anymore. So, be it his famous beach trick or splitting a woman in two halves. Hello and welcome back, and today we're gonna unlock the top secrets behind Criss Angel's greatest magic tricks of all time. So, let's get started. At number 5, the beach trick. Criss Angel performed this trick on the beach with nothing around. He then asks a few girls to help him out with their blankets. Now, what he did was just mind-blowing. With the help of the two girls, he first spreads a blanket, flaps it, and waits for some time until suddenly someone appears under it. And if this wasn't enough, Criss then takes the second blanket, spreads it on the ground again until someone appears under it, and then quickly runs away. Now, to everyone's surprise, he magically appears under that second blanket. So, how did he do it? Well, here's the secret. Now, most of you would think that there's a trap door in the sand, but since it's a Criss Angel trick, the secret is not that easy to figure out. There's gotta be something else to it. We also have to assume that the girls with the blankets are also in on this trick. Otherwise, who brings blankets to the beach? So, here's how the trick was performed. At the start, you could see the beach water in the background. But as soon as the first blanket was spread, the camera was lowered to the ground that nothing happening behind the blanket could be seen. During all this, Criss's female assistant, who was hiding somewhere by the sea, runs toward him at his back and then quickly crawls under the blanket. Now you must have got it. When she made her move, she was concealed by the blanket all this while. You must have even noticed that the video was fast-forwarded, which provided enough time for the assistant to reach there without getting caught by the camera. Now, coming to the trickier second part of his performance, how did Criss Angel appear under the blanket? Well, it's pretty obvious. The guy who ran away was not Criss, but another assistant who was hiding by the sea, similar to the girl in the first part, and he was dressed exactly like him. When Criss raises the second blanket, during this very moment, his look-alike assistant secretly takes his place, while Criss sneaks under the blanket, and this switch was not visible to the audience. After this switch took place, you could even see how his assistant never showed his face, and was hiding his face from the camera, and then quickly ran away without being noticed. Finally, her assistant girl and Criss Angel appears under the blanket, thus amazing us all. At number 4, the chain trick. For this trick, Criss Angel uses a solid chain. First, he asks a few people to check the authenticity of the chain. Now to start off the trick, he takes back the chain and ties it well around his neck. He then asks two guys to simultaneously pull hard on both ends of the chain. But to everyone's shock, the chain seemed to magically pass through his neck. So, how did he do it? Well, before revealing the secret, if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you can get instant notifications of our new video uploads. Now, let's get to the secret. It's a very easy trick to perform and can easily be learned by anyone, and there's no risk involved if you practice and perfect it well. To begin with, if you think that the chain was altered in any way, then you're wrong. It's a perfectly solid chain. The secret, however, lies in how you place the chain around your neck. Criss here managed to make everyone believe that he firmly tied that chain around his neck, and there's no way he could get out of it, and also seemed to be quite nervous. His long hair also supported his performance, as people found it difficult to see how exactly the knot was tied. And the secret here lies in how the loop of that chain was created, and it's called the false loop. This is how the magical loop is created. To make the trick look even more realistic, he acted as if the chain was tied tightly, and this created enough tension and nervousness around the audience. And those two guys were also instructed by Chris to pull the chain hard at once and not stop in between, as this would halt the authenticity of the trick. After the trick was finished, Chris again acted and pretended to be in pain, which added to the illusion that shock